Do you know how long a grasshopper lives? A grasshopper lives up to a year if it is not hunted down by its predators. Within this time, they complete their entire life cycle. The majority of their life is spent as nymphs, so an adult grasshopper only gets 30 days to live. Only about 50% of grasshoppers survive through adulthood. Hi, and welcome to Grasshopper 12, the final grasshopper training video. Here we're going to just review everything we learned in grasshopper, adding and subtracting numbers that result in this combination grasshopper movement. So let's just go through a couple examples and see what we find. We'll start by adding 9 to the abacus. Next we'll add 8 as a straight 10 pair, add 1 to the next rod left and subtract 8's 10 pair 2. Subtract 2 more. Next we'll add 7. Well, I only have 4 beads available, so that's a 10 pair addition. Add 1 to the next rod left. Now I need to subtract 3 from 5. Well, that's a 5 pair subtraction. Subtract 5 and add 2. And then finally add 7 for a final answer of 29. Let's try another example. We'll add 8, subtract 3, then we'll add 9. Okay, well, I only have 4 beads, so that's a 10 pair addition. Add 1 to the next rod left. Now I need to subtract 1 from 5 in the form of a 5 pair by subtracting 5 and adding 4. Then I'm going to subtract 7. Well, I have to do that as a 10 pair subtraction. Subtract 1 from the next rod left, and then add 7's 10 pair 3 to 4. So I do that in the form of a 5 pair by adding 5 and subtracting 2. And then finally, we're going to add 8 as a straight 10 pair, add 1 to the next rod left, and subtract 8's 10 pair 2 for a final answer of 15. So there you have grasshopper, and hopefully you're enjoying learning all this great stuff. See you next time. Hi, and welcome to Grasshopper 12 finger movement training. So in Grasshopper 12, we're just going to simply review everything we've learned in Grasshopper so far. So there's nothing new to learn in our finger movements, but let's just take a quick review of adding and subtracting. So for example, if I have the number 5 and I want to subtract 9, well, add 9, I add 1 to the next rod left, and then I need to subtract 1 in the form of a 5 pair. So you see that finger movement is adding 1 with my thumb on the next rod left, and then subtracting the 5 with my index finger and adding 4 with my thumb. So that's the basic finger movements that we do in the grasshopper additions. Now let's look at the grasshopper subtractions. So let's say we have 14 and we want to subtract 7. Well, that's a 10 pair subtraction. I subtract 1 from the next rod left with my index finger, and now I want to add 7's 10 pair 3. Well, I'll do that in the form of a 5 pair by adding 5 with my index finger and then subtracting 2 also with my index finger for the final answer of 7. So there you see that those finger movements for addition and subtraction will always follow those same patterns. So you want to practice good finger movements. All right, good luck with your training. See you next time.